Reliable, smart, compact. Give your story the sound it deserves.
Lumi is the world's first truly smart way to practice keyboard technique and build musical skills. And that's not all. Lumi Keys is also the most advanced portable MIDI controller ever made. Lumi Keys lets you perform or produce anywhere. Its keys are built to DS5.5 size, much bigger than mini keys, which makes Lumi perfect for playing live. Lumi Keys has the best action of any portable keyboard and provides polyphonic aftertouch. And thanks to BrightKey technology, Lumi Keys looks great and provides unparalleled visibility for stage. Deep integration with Rolly Studio Player means you can light up the chords, scales, or arpeggiated sequences you need to build your track. Lumi Keys is bundled with over 100 premium sounds. Or, to make music on the go, pair Lumi Keys with Rolly's Noise app. Lumi is the first truly modular keyboard and is fully Blocks compatible. This means that you can build a larger keyboard or a custom setup and workflow with Rolly Blocks. Support Rolly's Kickstarter today and be one of the first to produce and perform with Lumi.
As the saying goes, practice makes perfect, but playing the saxophone can be a challenge. Yes, we know. The saxophone is a loud and heavy instrument. That is the reason why at Odyssey Music we have developed Travel Sax, the smallest and lightest electronic saxophone in the world that helps you practice and play whenever and wherever you want. Travel Sax weighs less than 300 grams and its size is comparable to a small water bottle, making it a great solution for any kind of musician who wants to practice on the go. Wouldn't it be nice to use your spare time to practice your saxophone licks? Imagine how fast your skills would improve if you could play in the airplane, in the bus, or even on the train going to work. For the first time ever, you will be able to practice without disturbing others, no matter when you practice or where you practice. To ensure that playing the Travel Sax is as close as possible to practicing with a conventional saxophone, we have mimicked the design and position of the keys, as well as the experience needed to play them. Its highly sensitive breath sensor allows you to have full control of the volume while using a regular saxophone mouthpiece. It can be easily paired with any smartphone devices via Bluetooth and works with thousands of music apps, opening a whole world of endless possibilities. For example, if you use compatible apps such as GarageBand, it will allow you to play a wide variety of instruments, record, and even compose your own music. Developing Travel Sax has been a combined effort of both professional as well as amateur saxophone players, who help our team understand the needs and pains of this community so we could provide the perfect portable solution. But it does not stop here. Our dream and passion at Odyssey Music is to facilitate the journey that every musician goes through when developing and improving his or her skills, making it as easy and as effective as possible with the usage of our own Travel Sax app. This app aims to help musicians with step-by-step video tutorials and daily tracking of their progress. Regardless of the level of expertise they have, musicians can benefit widely from the app. From simplifying the process of learning how to play the saxophone for beginners, to developing and creating their own music for a more advanced audience. Support us in this Kickstarter campaign and take advantage of the special prices we are offering. To thank you for your support, we will get yours personalized. Don't miss this unique opportunity and get yours now. Where will your next practice session be? Mine is here. Travel Sax. Play anytime, anywhere.
bitty, and it comes in white with colorful knobs and night mode. And it's a pocket drum machine and synthesizer, and you can swap out the software and you can take it wherever you go. And it's also really loud.
I'm Vince DeFranco. I'm an audio engineer with a degree in physics and signal processing. I've always wanted to develop a technology for sample playback. Now all my efforts have come together, and I'm proud to introduce Pipes,
the ultimate music performance machine. With new technology that out-horsepowers a laptop and outperforms any sample playback unit, Pipes' entire onboard custom sampled sound and instrument library is always loaded and ready to be triggered. And the same goes for your own sounds that you can add to the onboard library.
Pipes offers 48K 24-bit sample playback with 64 voices and less than 4 milliseconds latency from trigger to audio output.
Just plug in your instrument and start playing presets right out of the box.
I'm hijacking your MIDI signal.
Use combinations of traditional digital effects and our all-new tweaker effects to create truly original sounds and instruments. It connects via Wi-Fi, so you can easily update Pipes firmware and custom applications.
Or create your own network and manage Pipes remotely. Pipes includes a 7-inch capacitive touchscreen, a rotary encoder, audio out left and right with SPDIF digital output as well, MIDI in and out 5-pin jacks, and 3 USB ports to connect your instruments directly.
We're launching on Kickstarter because we want to build a community of users and have them be involved from day one. For a fraction of the price of a new laptop or sampler,
You can now have the most powerful sample playback device on the market. The first 250 pledges on Kickstarter will receive a limited edition Founders Club version of Pipes at a discounted price. What will you make with Pipes?
I've never seen this thing before.
It kind of reminds me of a space shuttle.
It's beautiful. I think it feels, even though I don't hold instruments often, it feels really comfortable.
It feels so nice, so just...
Beautiful.
Oh, I like that. I can play it like a guitar.
Ooh.
I can play it like the keyboard that I use.
If you're don't know how to play an instrument like me, it's a good way to it's just a good way to get a good feel of the instrument.
It's cool how you can almost barely touch it and you still get the sound, but then the harder you do it, it's got that attack, you know?
I love the idea that I wouldn't need to hook it up to anything more elaborate, not knowing much about musical equipment, to be able to play it just plugging it into my phone and using an app.
As a jazz musician, I would fall in love with this.
If I brought it to school,
This feels very similar to my ukulele as far as the sensitivity too.
Yeah, that's wild.
There's not a delay or anything, so it's great. When I'm playing, I'm playing.
Wow, so you can play two notes on the same string at the same time, which is virtually impossible with any other stringed instrument. Ah. I need to spend a little time with this in another room.
that's all I get to rock out of it.
Our dream was to create an instrument that lets you make music from nothing. Just pick a sound, play notes, and make loops. We have revolutionized the way to see music by putting notes that sound good together next to each other. An instrument you can play where you want, when you want, and how you want. No need for a computer. Everything is included inside. your own sounds. Play live, covers or original compositions in your own style. And to learn how to play, let the lights guide you.
Just for the music.
Boom. Oddball. So simple, so cool. Put your headphones on. 'Cause this is the ball that makes beats. Loop and record wherever you are. Change sounds and build complex tunes. I'll share it to you, you share it to your friends, and we'll all end up making beats together. Oddball is pressure sensitive. That means you can control the sound you play with the bounce you make. And if you got the skills, you can connect more balls. There's no perfect way to play this. You just have to do your own thing. Whether you're showing off outside or you're a serious beat maker. And one of the coolest things about it is that you can add effects to your tracks. How mad is that? So take your ball outside, go out on the streets, and lose yourself. This is Oddball, the new way of making beats.
It's the next step in music production.
It's that wonderful eureka moment you get when you see tech sometimes.
For me, this was like being a kid at Christmas.
I was blown away.
You're no longer bound by not having musical knowledge.
Just allowed me to do what I wanted to do so much easier, quicker.
If I had something like that when I started making music, I'd be completely way ahead. My ideas and my workflow.
This is it.
The Doubler Studio Kit converts your voice into the ultimate MIDI controller. So you can select samples, control synths, control effects, all live and all using the voice. I'm George, the founder of Voclear Music, and I've been working on the Doubler Studio Kit for 3 years. So what we wanted to do was think, is there something that we could create that could allow you to use your voice directly into your workflow? The Doubler Studio Kit is a combination of a dedicated USB microphone. We've selected components for low latency and for noise reduction of handling noise, combined with our desktop software, which is Mac or PC, and it's a standalone app, so it works with any DAW. So if you're using a digital audio workstation, and that could be anything from something like GarageBand, all the way through to Logic, Reason, Cubase, Ableton, then you can lay down any part using your voice and using the Doubler Studio Kit. So to use the Doubler Studio Kit, you open up the desktop software. It's a standalone app, and you go into your DAW and you choose Doubler in the drop-down list of MIDI devices, as you would any MIDI controller. The functionality is basically split into two parts. You've got triggering samples and you've got controlling synths. On the controlling synth side, it's tracking pitch, and you can also do things like lock the pitch key if you want. second part of the functionality is to do with triggering samples. And for this, you teach it your specific voice.
You can just pick the mic up, use your voice, and the sound that you're trying to create will translate. 10 seconds per hit. Pick the note that you want it to translate to, pull up a kit that I'm liking the sound of, and I can literally just go, just translate that into the MIDI that I need it to.
In actual fact, maybe you don't even want to do any beatboxing. Maybe you want to use clicking and clapping or tapping on different things, and you can teach it all of those sounds and use any of them to be triggering samples through your DAW.
Past the mic, and my footstep triggered a drum loop, and I realized, hang on, I can use my feet to trigger it, I can use claps, I can use clicks, and I've managed to make beats using my body and the mic, which is so exciting.
It certainly speeds up elements of the workflow. You can do that very quickly and intuitively, but actually people will be using it in all sorts of different ways.
I thought automatically it's a way for me to simultaneously put down my beats layer whilst I'm playing something intricate on the piano. So for me, I'd be able to play 2 instruments at once.
It's doing what I'm doing with my voice in real time. It's incredible. I've not found any other piece of kit that's able to do that, not even close.
I can see it changing the way we work, in the sense that it's going to be a lot quicker. Just stop trying to describe it and just do it. Here's the mic, just do it.
I'm a person who has a million ideas going through my head at once, especially when I'm making music. My first reaction when I tried the Doubler Studio Kit was I was very surprised at how quick I could get things done. I think one of the main things that Triples produces is their workflow. I use this for the drums.
It's great for capturing your ideas because it's so much fun as well just to play around with. You can just use the instrument that every person in the world has, your voice.
For actually a lot of the people that we worked with, they have stems of ideas, but the moment of expression is the moment that becomes real. So this isn't something which is going to be generating audio. This is something that's a creative tool for the musician.
You can do your beats, you can do your synths, any instrument that you have on your DAW, you can use your voice to trigger it. I know so many vocalists who don't play instruments, and that's really blocking them from being able to create music.
Be able to control not just the notes that you're sending to a synth, but also to control other parameters using your voice. It's a really exciting idea, really cool. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of those live looping beatboxers or electronic music performers, not just beatboxers, who are going to really get excited about this as an idea.
For the past 3 years, we've been working on the Doubler Studio Kit, and it's come a really long way. We've been testing it with loads of artists, we've been going all around the world on different demos, at different events, at different awards, and all this time we've been refining the technology, refining the user interaction, and now we're finally at the point where we're ready to launch. And we're really excited to see what kind of music all the different artists and all the different users are going to produce. Thank you so much for your support, and we can't wait to hear what you're going to do with it.
What we want to do with the gramophone is to turn any existing sound system into a cloud music player. The gramophone is social Wi-Fi and social music. Hi, I'm Martin Borsowski. I'm the CEO of Fon. At Fon, we've been making Wi-Fi routers since 2006, and we now have the largest Wi-Fi network in the world. Last year, I had the idea of turning our Wi-Fi routers into cloud music players, and that's how the idea of the gramophone got started. We assembled a small R&D team right here in Spain where we're based, and we started going on this project.
The gramophone is easy to set up. Connect it to the internet and your stereo and you'll instantly have a gramophone Wi-Fi network. You can then use your gramophone or Spotify apps to connect and start playing your favorite music. This is different from Bluetooth or AirPlay because your music is streamed directly from the cloud. The gramophone is a fully functional Wi-Fi hotspot, so when your friends show up, they can easily connect to the internet. They can log in with their Facebook credentials, so they don't need to remember any Wi-Fi passwords. Once they're connected, they can choose their favorite music and start DJing with you.
We did our first music streaming experiments on a Raspberry Pi, and then we switched to the final version with Qualcomm chipset. We kept the focus on balancing simplicity and functionality, and now we have a unique device built from scratch that merges music and Wi-Fi.
A jukebox was people getting together and playing music. Well, there's a jukebox element to the gramophone where people are getting together and listening at the same time.
Today, the Fun Network has close to 13 million hotspots around the world, and by purchasing a gramophone, you have access to all of them for free. The gramophone turns any sound system into a cloud music player, makes it fun to listen to music with friends, and gives you access to the largest Wi-Fi network